going on, guys? Welcome back to another vlog. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video. Thought I'd upload this one just before Chrissy, just to surprise you guys. The car's back on the road, everything's done, so let me show you what we've done. Alright, so I'm not sure if it's a bit windy out here today, but my JZX110 is back on the road after having the new Hypergear G2 Turbo High Flow and put back in the car. So if you look from here, it does look pretty stock standard. There really isn't that much that's changed. We've got our new coolant overflow bottle, which you can pick these up for JZX100s and 110s from Right Hand Drive Japan. This is the DFAS special, so if you don't know, my mate Matthew did all the welding for me. That's one of the things he's welded in the past for me. Everything is back in the car. You can't really see much, I know, because everything's back in, but we've got the G2 Turbo mounted down below. We've got our special disco pipe running straight down the bottom, and it's all really nice and tucked in. So the biggest thing was for me is obviously going external just to make sure everything's all good. DFAS has done a super job. I might even throw in some images here of sort of the welding process and I guess what it looked like. So you can see that, you know, it was a lot of effort involved from this damn helicopter, man. Helicopter! Yeah, so there was a lot of effort involved in sort of getting everything back to how it was. I went ahead, and as you probably saw in that little clip, went ahead and created this AFR gauge mount. So used the stock vent and cut it to suit. I do happen to have a spare one, so like if I ever needed to change it, get rid of it, or put in another gauge when I go standalone down the track, such as like a can gauge, it's ready to go. It's 52 mil size, so it's absolutely perfect. Don't know if you guys have ever seen, but I have a Nardi in it, which is one of the new additions to this car, and it's completely changed the dynamic of how it drives. But what we're really here for is this setup. Biggest thing I've got to do at the moment is just work out a little bit more in regards to sort of the heat management. It does get pretty hot in and around here. Like, I've only just driven the car around the corner, but it's quite close to the clutch master cylinder. But I have wrapped the start of the screamer pipe, and I don't know if you can get a good view down there, but I also have underneath here, you can just see down there, the dump pipe is wrapped as well. We are running the Turbo Smart 45 mil screamer. I believe it's the current gen, may be wrong, but so far driving the car, obviously untuned, a lot of people do think it's a little bit on the sketchier side. However, I'm only running about 14 pound, and which is what a lot of guys turn them up to on the stock CT15Bs, and AFR gauge sitting absolutely mint. I'm kind of really glad that I put that in, because I was a bit reluctant in getting one, but I kind of got convinced into it to, you know, go and get one. And AFR's at 11.5, so that's when I'm fully on boost. I'm finding that in third and fourth it does spike a bit. As I've noticed, it's gone to 17.9 psi, which is a bit high, so I have dialed the gain down on the controller. All in all, the car drives amazing, super responsive, ready for a drift event. I'm sorry if it's a bit windy, but ready for our drift event on the 22nd of January. So Prav and myself are booked out a drift, or booked out the Winton skid pan. We're taking 16 of the boys up. It's going to be an awesome day. But what we'll do now, I'll guys set you guys up in the car. We'll take this for a little burn. You guys can actually get to hear what it sounds like. Still getting used to I guess the difference in sound and noise, but we'll chat a bit more once we're in the car as well. So let's take this thing for a spin. So I guess being in the car, and this is just me just driving it as it is, putting around, seems to be pretty good. Like, there isn't really any, you know, stalling issues or cutting out. And that's purely because, again, we're running that sort of stockish setup, which is what I was, you know, going for, considering that, you know, I'm not getting a tune for a little while. It isn't out of the question, like definitely will be getting a tune. Just got to toss up obviously on ECU to go, and yeah, so I've already spoken to a good mate of mine, Rex, who's going to help me with the fueling side of things, being injectors, lines, and the 525 Walbro fuel pump that will probably go. But like I said, for the meantime now, the car runs really good, as you're probably about to find out, and super keen for the drift day on the 22nd. Like, this thing is going to rip, and just excited to be out on the track. It's been a pretty, I guess, shit year with COVID. You know, a lot of stop and starts, and just to be, I guess, out on the track with my mates again, having fun is what it's sort of all about. So yeah, it probably doesn't show it now. I think it's like the end of the year, so I'm just pretty fatigued. It's been a crazy year, but come 22nd of January, we're out at Winton, grabbing third gear, you know, with everyone. It's going to be insane. So yeah, I'm pretty pumped for it, but I'll give you guys a bit of a demonstration of how the car sounds. I'm sure you know what external gate sounds like, but let's hear it from my car. Yeah, I better get off the freeway and put this in the garage. That made some friends of mine snap necks, and yeah. Anyway, you get an example of how the car sounds. This is going to be a bit of a short video. I'm not going to go into too much detail of the ins and outs. I mean, you guys, I guess, have heard the car, how it sounds now. I'm super happy with it. Like, response is phenomenal. And it's everything I've sort of ever wanted with this car. I'm not done with it. For now, I am. It's time to get a bit serious in my life. But I've got the car. It sounds good. It absolutely rips. And all in all, yeah, I'm just, I guess, it's what I wanted. I think the biggest thing next is, yeah, just the fueling. Go E85, get a really good tune on it, make sure it's all safe. Probably by Trent at Checker Tuning. And then we'll be, I guess, probably making more power than probably what we are now. If I was to guesstimate, 230, 240 roughly is probably what we're at on 14.6 pound. My honest opinion is, if you are looking for just a simple setup, there are two options. Obviously PJ's kit, great kit. Mate of mine, Rex, has just got his car done, made 341, which is like crazy. Like, that's just crazy power. So yeah, the Pulsar turbos are pretty sick. I've also got another guy that I know, Andrew, he's got a JZX110 as well, just made 366 on a 3071 Pulsar turbo, which is PJ's kit. So, you know, great quality there. But there is the option as well of Teo's Hypergear turbo, which is just a direct bolt-on. Oh my god, I'm really sorry it's vibrating so much. Which is a direct bolt-on setup. And I mean, you don't need to do the whole external gate aspect of the build. You can just literally bolt it on with an internal. It'll still run perfectly fine. And yeah, I guess I'll see you back at home. We'll sort of wrap it up there. But this was only going to be a pretty short video. I'm actually hoping to get this out today live. If not, it'll be tomorrow. But yeah, we'll catch you guys back at home. All right, we're back home now, safe in the garage, which is what we want. I just wanted to wrap this video up here. So obviously there, you know how the car sounds now. Drives phenomenal. It's just nice to have a car back on the road and be able to go cruise with mates and whatnot. So yeah, super keen for the 22nd of January, which will be the next video, down at Winton, skid pan. Yeah, I'll get as much coverage as I can of the day. I do want to focus on having a bit of fun with the boys. Just before we go as well, I want to give a massive shout out to my mate, Matthew. He already knows how much I love him, but if it wasn't for you, this car wouldn't be back on the road. From welding to me busting your balls with questions and, you know, grinding 3 days to smash the car out, literally staying at my house literally every day. You know, thanks to you, man. I really appreciate you. It's the DFAS special. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great Chrissy and New Year. And yeah, keen for some more shreds in 2022. Cheers, guys. Have a good day. Bye.
Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win.